The hope and goal is to turn nothing into something, get everything we deserve.
What's going on, everybody? It's your man Bishop Bang, and welcome to another episode of It's Whatever with the Bishop. Magic Moments with the Mosleys present. I got my co-host with me, Funny Man Jeff. Yep. And we are in the building today on this Saturday. So we got a guest, right? We like to do this thing where we're going to read off some things.
Okay.
We investigated you. And you let us
try to just find out some things.
Yeah, we like to do that.
Familiarize ourselves.
Especially when, the person is not hidden so much. So we can talk to some people, and things like that. So he's going to read off and you let us know what we got. All right?
All right, that's a bet.
All right.
I'm usually flawless in this thing, so let's keep up the let's keep up the good work. All right. So Bishop shot me some stuff. Okay, he took care of this investigation, and then so I'm gonna just try to kind of put it in some type of chronological order, so to speak. So, Orlando Magic, New York Giants fan.
Absolutely.
Two of your teams, right
Absolutely.
there. Okay. Let's see. Then let's go down. Milton Hershey graduate.
Absolutely.
You're a Milt. Is that what y'all call it?
Absolutely.
Milt.
2001.
Okay, good stuff.
Yeah.
You know Os? It's like, no.
Yeah, that's my dog.
The college movie. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Okay, so we got those two. Okay, so let's military vet.
Yes.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
You've been good for last week. We probably come back to that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's see. Father.
Yes.
Kind of should always say that first. So now let's get into it. Okay, so in the past or previously, you worked at Pro Sound Studio as an engineer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So you produce, write, sing, rap, all your own music.
Yes.
Okay, good stuff. And lastly, you got some videos out there, 3 albums, and Moving On is the newest one.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Mr.Ellz.
Thanks for having me.
Mr. Ellz, Mr. Derek Elliott. What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Another day in the neighborhood.
Okay. Yeah, it's we have a common friend, Tope.
Yeah.
That's my man. I grew up with him. He grew up on Park with me. And we reconnected and we interviewed him. And we was talking and he was like, "Hey, I came to your concert.
Mm-hmm.
I was blown away at your concert.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
That made me a fan, man.
Thanks.
I definitely love, and I've been to a lot of concerts there. Not taking nothing from anyone, but that was my first time hearing you. And I sat back and I watched the crowd. I came at that purpose. I wanted to see, and I just seen the people there and the way they reacted to you. I was like, "Oh, this is dope." And then I was brought into the music and I was like, yeah, I like him. He's that was my. I came home to my wife. I was like, she normally comes with me, and she didn't come. I was like, you missed one. This one was good. I actually the next day I was like, yo, he's cold. I gotta send him a friend request. I was
working out with him that Monday. He was talking about you.
Yeah, so I was like, man, let me send him a friend request, man. We just happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here.
Okay, yeah.
Happy to be here.
Tell us a little bit about yourself so people can get familiar how your journey started, what brought you to where you are now.
Jesus. For the record, I'm an 80s baby.
Okay.
I'm going to just leave it there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can be any age in there.
Yeah.
But I said that to say I kind of been doing music for a long time.
Okay.
Not with the intention of being in the business of music or entertainment or whatnot, but more or less just like being around there. I'm sure
Right.
you guys grew up in the house playing music. I mean, our culture is like that, You grew up in the 80s, mom dudes playing music, cleaning the crib. You kind of, at first it wasn't something I was a part of, but then, you get about 8, 9, start cleaning up, and it starts to be, now I'm dancing with Mom Dukes, and at that time it was just us having fun.
Okay.
But in hindsight, it was like I was kind of getting conditioned, subconsciously to kind of be in music, because it led on to me going down to Milton Hershey. And
did you like that? Was that a good experience?
Man, it was dope. For me, it was dope. It was actually probably top of the list. You know what I mean? Because it lingers. My relationships from there.
Okay.
My bonds that I built there is crazy. You know, I can go to any city.
Okay.
And I know
it was like college before college.
Absolutely.
Like, I used to be like, I had some homies. Like, I was born in '87, so I got some folks that are a little bit younger than me who lived up the block. that went. I was tight with the brother, but the 2 younger brothers went to Milton Hershey, and like I was low key a little bit jealous of them. Like I wanted to go. Like the house that they stayed in, Bishop, they had a fucking little basketball court in their basement. In their basement, it was decent too.
Yeah.
And they had a little computer lab in there. The one little homie used to mate rabbits. Like he had ribbons and shit.
Yeah, it was all type
He
of
was like 10.
I remember I had to artificially inseminate a calf.
Yeah.
My whole arm was in the my whole arm in the joint, the butt right by your face. Now at the time it was nasty, but I mean nah, it's still nasty.
Yeah.
But the experience,
right,
you know what I mean? It was humbling because your face is in the ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then it teach you different things.
Right.
That's what I'm getting from
it. And I was exposed to something like maybe I can do this, maybe I can do that.
Right.
But kind of go back to the timeline. I went to Milton Hershey, and funny enough, I was in a Glee Club.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was a bass and a tenor. I was actually in it for 3 years, and we used to go out and sing with the glitter vest, the spirit fingers and all that. But then I was in gospel choir and all that. And for real, it wasn't to become a musician. It was just I was into it. You know, got to college, went to King's College, in Wilkes-Barre. Shout out Wilkes-Barre. And my roommate who played football with me was a DJ.
Okay.
He brought the equipment. He had the turntable. So then we started, doing music there. And again, my goal wasn't to become a musician. It was just there.
Okay.
Got to the Army, and I was in Germany. And my battle buddy, it's a phrase we use in the military, basically for your homie. You know what I mean? You don't go nowhere without your battle buddy. But he was in the infantry unit. I was attached to the infantry unit, and I went to the barracks with him one day. He's like, yo, they rapping and making music and stuff. I freestyled a little bit, but again, it wasn't.
Right.
And this dude, Gurgel, shout out to Gurgel, man. He had Fruity Loops on his laptop.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm sitting there for like 4 hours just watching him. Like, yo, what's this? You gotta make music. What? So time go, everybody kind of leave, and I'm still sitting there. So I tap him like, yo, you think I can mess around with this? He's like, go ahead. 2 hours later, we was recording on the beat, and long story short, I'm still doing it now. Yeah. So it was like, in hindsight, it's like, damn, my whole life I kind of been.
Yeah, it's setting it up for this.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So now I'm just at a point where it's like, I'm just trying to monetize and turn it into equity. It's too much, not just in Harrisburg, but at the indie circuit period, too much dead music get made.
Okay.
We make all this music, we put all this effort into it, and then we're done with it. We put it out and it's over, and it's like, that's literally 2% of the music game, bro.
Right.
The reason why a lot of the cats is upset at that's not even good. It's not that it's not good music. All you got to do is find 100,000 people that like your music.
Right.
The only way to find 100,000 people is to get your music to 10 million people.
Right.
You look at somebody that has 100,000 fans. That means they probably have 900,000 people that don't like their music. Right. You know what I mean? So you got to go through all the no's to get the yeses. So.
Okay. I like that.
I kind of apply that to music. It's like with sales, but it's the music, the same thing. Like it's 10 people in the room trying to get one.
Right.
Too many people, I want all 10.
Yeah.
Then you get your feelings when you don't get 10 and you ignore the one. And it's like nobody supported me the whole time.
Yeah, you got the
dude over there, you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's like I try to just focus on what I can control, what's in my power. Like it was a time where I'd snap out, no nobody support. And it's like at the end of the day, so what, man?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like literally, I can sit here and name 30 artists that I hate that are in the industry, not personally, but their music. Yeah. But it doesn't make them not a successful artist.
Right.
Just because I don't like them. You know what I mean? So I kind of had to put that perspective on myself. I did the show. More people showed up than I thought. Okay. Some people just bought tickets just to buy the tickets. You know what I mean? So it was like all them days where I was like, man, don't nobody say, I'll be lying to say nobody supports me. Right. Maybe not everybody in the world like I really want to.
Right.
I want 1 billion people at my show.
Right. Yeah, I got you.
If I get 100, that's lit, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's more than the 2 I had 2 years ago.
Yeah. I seen, and I want to ask. So you currently built your own studio. Is it still being? How's that going?
Oh man, so when you start in your business and you don't own the building,
right?
you're running the stuff. So us and the landlord, I guess the landlord didn't know what it was we was doing for real.
Okay.
Like we told him we was running the studio, we told him everything, but he put us between the church and then this other business, a trucking company. Well, we in there every day, all day, so, and then it got to the point where complaints, so no, we're
like
not.
Noise complaints, or
deeper
than that too, or just the
it was basically noise complaints, and I'm sure urban music had a little bit to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But I can't knock them. They was there for however long, and it was quiet, and now all of a sudden you got this traffic. But so it's like with the landlord. Now I know when I'm looking for a place, like, listen, it's gonna be loud decibels.
Right, y'all did work in there too.
Yeah,
he came up a little bit because y'all did all that.
Yeah, but it's cool. We took everything though.
Okay.
Yeah, we took everything. Took everything apart. Took everything. All the drywall. We did smart.
Okay.
Yeah. We took everything. You ain't getting none of that.
Okay.
I need my wall too.
We did.
Yo,
we just said that. Nah, we need this.
It was funny because as I started looking, because I go into this thing, I switch it from week to week. I like to work out to y'all music. So as I started going through all the, I'm gonna say local Harrisburg art, I'm like, this man made a lot of beats for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. I kept seeing produced by. I'm like, okay, he's been making music under a lot of, and I didn't know. I was just like, wow, okay, he's on. Oh, okay. And as I was going through different people's stuff, I was like, okay, yeah.
I mean, I tried to, but it's let me say this. This is my city, not my quote unquote, but like this is where I'm from. Like, I was born in Polyclinic.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not Harrisburg Hospital, not.
I think I'm a Polyclinic.
Yeah,
I think.
80s, yeah. You know what I mean? I was born in Polyclinic. Like, I used to eat at the Hamilton Grill. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I'm not a guy that, I don't overcharge these cats. You know, and I really don't care if you dope. Like, if you dope and you not working, I'm not going to work with you. It's a waste of time.
Right.
Time is the one thing we not getting back.
Right.
I get my money back, I can get the beat back, I can get up, but I can't get the time that I'm going to spend on you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, it's a lot of artists that I really like their work ethic. Okay. Not even so much their music. You know what I mean? I might not be a fan of the music, but so what? You know what I mean? Like,
homie's grinding.
Okay.
He's trying to get to it. I'm going to support that. You know what I'm saying? Especially the guys that don't get nearly as much looks, and it's not necessarily because it's bad music, because it's a whole bunch of music out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But you're at where you're from.
Okay.
And if you wasn't popping in high school, sadly enough, you're not gonna pop with music unless you're super weird.
Okay.
To draw some type of, but it's like it has nothing to do with your talent. And too many times indie artists, we run into this wall of I'm not good enough. Nah, it is. I promise you it is. Your music's good. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you market into, you can't go to a country bar and try to sell them rock and roll.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You can't be in a trap in the hood with 18-year-olds and try to give them soul music.
Okay.
It's not going to work.
Right.
You know what I mean? It might be a couple that appreciate it, but it's not going to work. So you're always going to feel like you're not being successful because you're looking at the wrong stuff. You're trying to feed a vegan pork.
Okay.
That ain't gonna work. Your food ain't nasty, you just don't eat that.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to focus and teach people how to focus on target audience. You know what I mean? I think that's what we're lacking here in the Harrisburg. Central Pennsylvania, York, Reading, this whole area is learning how to target your audience. You know what I mean?
Okay. So what do you I know it goes as a whole. What do you appreciate the most about what you do? Is it like is it all as a whole? Like, do you feel more with the beats, or is it all how is it, or do you separate it?
It's the growth, right? Okay. So, for instance, I put music out all the time for to be a musician, but also to show myself growth. Okay. Where I was at, listen to my first project as an engineer. I'm listening to the mix, like, dang, I was cool, but I wasn't.
What's the first project?
Fuck With Me.
Okay.
So I listen to it like, dang, like the mix ain't where it's at now. I could've, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if I get a fan today, they can go back and listen to it and I can get paid off it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's a body of work there for people to actually get to. So, and then, but my content I think it's kind of been the same as far as where I write from. You know what I mean? I don't really like to fabricate. I don't really like to talk about what I used to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of things I can used to say,
right.
and used to, but it's like, the people I'm around ain't going through what I used to, they're
right.
going through right now, so if I don't speak to what's right now, I'm gonna have a false connection.
So do you think real gets you, what do you think real gets you, or do you feel that it is mostly for the fabrication, or, because when I listened to it, it was all, like, I can, that's you, like,
right.
It wasn't nothing.
The realness, for honestly, is for the self-satisfaction.
Okay.
When I can listen to it and be like, nah, that's 100. You can check anything, whatever, and even my vulnerabilities. Like, I'm not. Man, listen, I cry, I go through it.
Right.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I go, man. But so does everybody else.
Yeah.
I'm not. We ain't finna front like, man. No, I won't be good. Man, lonely is a terrible place.
Right.
Whether you physically lonely or mentally, it's a terrible place. Okay. And we've all, I like to believe a lot of people's been there before.
Right.
For a short time, a long period of time. But that's really what I speak to. I got a song, Suicide, right?
Yeah.
I ain't had to make it. I was very specific on the incident, particular incident. But I know for a fact that somebody didn't do it because they listened to the song.
Right.
Because they reached out to me and told me.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying it's going to work every single time.
Right.
But that's one person that didn't attempt to take their life due to that song.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, people who have shown their vulnerabilities, I really look up to them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it becomes successful. Like, even though 50, for instance, 50 Cent, right? He's a tough guy, the image, right? But there's so many things that he shows people that aren't words.
Right.
That he's showing his vulnerability.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I believe that's what keeps him relevant.
Right.
Like, he's not making music, right?
Yeah.
He's not, and really empowered. He's dead now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So his relevance is Instagram. What's he doing on Instagram? He talking shit and his son.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, his son cool again? They good?
No, baby boy.
Okay.
Baby. Nah, they still beefing.
Yeah.
I think his son would pop him if he had the chance. Like, the 10 times dad. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? But
that was funny.
Yeah, he you know, it's the realness. Even what's the dude? Wallow 215 and Gilly the Kid.
Yeah.
Him and his cousin.
Yeah.
His cousin's following is up to like 900,000. Home from jail, not because he's doing he's just being real and authentic, and his people fool with that. So I'd rather you dislike me for the real me than like me for somebody who I'm not.
Yeah, I put that's one of my.
Because I gotta act all the time to keep you.
To keep you,
You know what I mean? That's too much work, man.
Yeah.
That's too much. If you don't like who I am, then keep it pushing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I don't know how we got there, but
yeah,
no, all good.
It's all good. I just wanted to know because there is, and that gives people a chance to see that your music comes from, and I know, like, it was eye-opening to me. Like, you know, I'm in the middle of working out, and I'm sitting there like listening, like, dang, I gotta run that back. I gotta skip the set because I'm the same song in the video, and I'm listening like, yo, this joint's crazy.
Yeah.
But I definitely, it's hard work in there, man. Like, and I want to say, this is my opinion. I feel that you're a master in your field. You know, like it was all different. Like it's on that level. I was just like, because like my cousin Nat, like he do Nat King down, and I seen, you know, when you make beats and you do things for a long time, and you do your thing, and it's like, because you can be just a rapper, you know what I mean, and you can just rap, look for beats, look for people but you create your own lane when you're talented to be able to do everything.
Well, to be honest, doing everything is a default because I ain't had the finances to get it done.
Okay.
You know, like average studio time $50 an hour, right? Average video $200.
Okay.
Okay, so one song. Now, if you really care about your song, you're gonna get about 3 hours of studio time. Really focus on the song. That's the minimum.
But does the studio come with the engineer or no?
It does. Some studios don't. Some, you get into like the LA, New York, and some of the major studios, it's studio time, and then you pay for an engineer. You may bring your engineer and stuff like that, but for the most part, it's whatever the time is, pay an hour to come with the engineer and whatnot. Now, most studios let you bring your own engineer if you have one.
Is it good to have your own, or is it good? How does that work if you just pick up somebody else's?
If you have your own engineer, it's always good because there's a relationship, right?
Yeah.
You have a chemistry in the studio. Sometimes I can even do stuff that I know that you want.
Right.
You ain't got to tell me.
Is that what 40 is to Drake?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, gotcha.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And your engineer is your pacifier, right?
So for people to know, what is an engineer?
An engineer is the guy that makes the song,
Okay.
He brings what the rap and the beat and brings it together.
and he makes the person sound like they don't sound.
Gotcha.
Like all your imperfections in your voice, all of the breaths that you may take, like that gets recorded too.
Right.
You know what I mean? How is that not in there? Because of the engineer.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Oh, shit. Okay.
Your ad libs that like your song. I mean,
They bring this.
the engineer is the painter, right?
Okay. Okay.
The artist is the paint.
Okay.
It's there. The studio is the canvas. But without the engineer, that paint is not going to touch that canvas.
Okay.
And when he paints it, it can be horrible or it can be amazing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So the engineer is really a big.
So how does that mesh if the engineer does not know you or know?
Okay,
So that's why it takes that time in there. So how much time is really work and how much time is learning?
All right, so an artist comes in, right?
Okay.
Artist A walks in the studio. I never saw it before. Really, that session really don't count, right? I'm gonna give you.
You got the vibe or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a good product. It's gonna sound good, but there's certain nuances that you have that you like that I have to learn. You like your ad libs to have a little extra on this. You like this to be a little bit more of that. You want this to be a little less. I give you a quality mix, radio ready. But as an artist, there's certain things that there's certain things that you may want to change or enhance or take away. So that's kind of where that builds. And so that first session, I'm really just kind of, it's like the first round in the boxing ring.
Okay.
You see, if you watch a lot of people's first rounds, you would think they can't fight. Right?
Okay.
Like, oh, he ain't even punching.
Right.
Then you get to 7, and you're like, oh, nah, Mayweather, that boy, for real. Like, they can't fool with him. So that's the same with the engineer and the artist. But sometimes it could be bad energy.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Most of the time, artists don't know what they're doing, but they come in with, this is what we
ego. But not just ego.
When your kids think they know everything.
Yeah, okay.
Shut up, sit down.
Yeah.
Just stop talking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know what I'm doing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so you run into that. But my personality is very alpha male-ish.
Okay.
So this is what's going to happen. All right. So I had an artist come in to the studio, right? And they sitting there talk like, when an artist talks too much, I know something. They want something. Because you pay for an hour. You're paying for an hour and you're wasting time. So you're trying to sell me something to do something to get something, right?
Okay.
So I had the artist come one time and he was talking to me. Yeah, I just came home, blah, blah, blah. So I'm already, that reservation stands up as soon as I hear I just came home.
Okay.
Because I really don't care that you just came home.
Right.
We ain't homies.
Right.
You know, what does that matter to me?
Yeah.
You're trying to butter me up for something. Yeah, I just came home, I'm really trying to do this, so, but paying for studio time, like, I just want to build with the person. So at that moment, I said, check this, right? You can have your money back now. And what I'm not going to do is allow you to continue to sell something that I ain't buying.
Okay.
That ain't what I can do for you.
Okay.
There's no offense, but I'm not willing to give you that much time.
Okay.
I'm just saying, and he got in his feelings a little bit. So then to me, I feel like I don't got to tell you why.
Right.
Again, we're not friends.
Okay.
I told you no.
Okay.
So now you pressing me. I feel like.
Okay.
So now I got to get, not out of character, because it's in my character,
You
but I
gotta
got
be more aggressive.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, bruh,
Yeah.
not only are you, but you in my crib now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so I deal with that too.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So every once in a while, I got to put my dad pants on.
Okay.
You know, and because most of the time I'm older than the person I'm dealing with or whatnot, but got to put my dad pants on because artists, they have this, it's about me, and it is about you.
Right.
But if you're dealing with L's, I don't know, no other situation you've been in when you're dealing with me is going to be different.
Okay.
Now I'm a support, and I got you.
Okay.
As long as the respect is there. Yeah,
Oh, respect,
the respect is there, because I feel like if you have the respect, there's certain things that won't happen.
Okay.
Right? If you respect, you got kids, right? We've had conversations, you be like, yeah, I'll be in the bed at 8. If I call you at 11, how you answer the phone is my fault. Because respectfully,
You answer the phone.
you know what I mean? But respect,
right.
Oh, and then I had to, like, how can I get mad because you didn't answer the phone? Man, I'm trying to get in the studio, man. I told you I'll be in the. This is how I work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to go into McDonald's and tell them to open at 1 o'clock when they close at 12?
Right.
You're not going to do that with me just because I'm accessible. So I had to make myself less accessible.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because when you're accessible,
people
are going, they're going to use the access.
I like that.
Yeah, so I'm scarce out here.
Okay.
You know what I
I dig
mean?
it. I dig it. So I still want to get into the I know you do more, but with the engineering, is it something that you learn how to for you? Go ahead.
So it was.
Cause that's hard.
It was.
It gotta be, right?
Yeah.
I started engineering, fooling around. Right, we was just recording our own stuff, and it, like I said, it wasn't for a purpose. It was just, hey, we had to create. Let's record some music. All right, I know how to push record and turn this down.
Okay.
And then my music got better.
Okay.
So I was like, well, shoot, let me try to
Mix it.
And then that was okay. So I was like, man, I'm gonna just keep going to the studio. And then the studio is really what did it. Once you get to the $10,000, you like, all right, man, something got to give.
Right.
So the next 10,000, I just kept it myself and bought stuff, and
Self-learn how? So
16 years.
okay, I was gonna ask you. So I'll reference back because I read this book about mastery, and it was like after 10 years you become a master in your profession. Like, because you have the years of learning, you have the amount of hours in that makes you a master in your.
See, now you gotta be careful with that though, because you're a master at what you've been doing, not of the field.
Okay.
So if you don't learn the whole field, you only mastering the tire. You ain't mastering the whole car.
I like that.
So I'm always open to learn, like,
more, yeah.
Because I know I don't know everything.
Right.
All right, I got this part. All right. Then I start, and I actively look for new stuff. I listen to music, like, all right, what's new? What sounds are they making now? All right, so then I go on YouTube.
Okay.
Travis Scott ad-lib effect.
Okay.
How you do that?
Okay.
So now I'm on YouTube learning how to do that, because guess what? 99% of the artists are going to come in and say, yo, you can make my ad-lib sound like that Travis Scott.
Okay.
You could be like, I got you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
now you're
yeah,
the fucking man.
now it's another notch on your Batman utility belt. Yo, can you do my John like they be doing the Post Malone? Yeah, because I looked up the Post Malone, you know what I mean? The Post Malone ad-libs.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, just like instrumentation, right? With the production, I never took piano classes.
Okay.
I play saxophone. You know what I mean? I never took piano, but I go YouTube University. You know what I'm saying? And somebody's on there teaching you how to do everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? If there's something you want to know and you don't got the money to go to college, go to YouTube.
Okay.
You're paying the bill already.
Yeah.
Learn it. Spend the
I've
time.
learned so much stuff.
You know what I mean? And it's free.
Right.
You know what I mean? No matter what, you got to use the time to learn it.
Yeah.
You why not do it at the crib and your comfortability? You can push pause, go.
And you get bad references. You ain't gotta just be stuck to that one.
Right.
I
Exactly.
kept watch 4 of them until I figure this thing out.
And then now you're creating, as far as the engineer goes, now I'm creating my own sound because I watched this engineering video about compression, this one. I like a little bit of this. I don't like that. Let me take this from this, take this, and now
I do that when I'm cooking.
That's a fact.
I want to make this. I'll go to Pinterest, YouTube, watch a couple of different joints. Like, all right, I'm gonna just take mine. Let's see what we got.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's time, man.
Yeah.
Time. That's the most valuable commitment. If somebody's willing to give me their time, I love you.
Okay.
You can't get it back, right?
Okay.
There was time on this earth that you could have been with your kid, like even this interview.
Right.
Now we not best friends, but when I see y'all, it's gonna be a smile on my at the jaw. Every time I see you, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
It's love there. Why? Because you took the time out your life to come to my show.
Right.
Stayed the whole time. First of all, staying the whole time is crazy, right? How many? Well, it's rare that you get somebody that's not your mom, your brothers, to stay for the whole thing.
Right.
People come in and see
like as far as like through the opening acts and then you as the headliner.
Right.
Oh yeah, I've hosted a lot of shows like for Nico or for God bless the dead Rayon. Like when I first got into comedy, I had to host a lot of those type of shows, the music shows. And you'd be surprised how like it could be dead in the beginning and then it can get packed, and by like the last 2 or 3 artists it's like just their supporters and like that is it. Yeah.
And it's disheartening too, right? Okay. So for instance, when I did my show, that's why my lineup was different. My show was I had 2 openings, my brother and my cousin, gang. But my set was an hour long, but I had people in my set. You gonna stay the whole time.
Okay.
You gonna stay the whole time. So whoever you came to see, you ain't gonna know when they going on. You ain't gonna know who they going after.
Pretty much got you almost the whole time.
And I'm on stage the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
He was saying it was a dope show.
Listen, man, the show was again, it was a Glee Club. All right, keep that in mind, right? I did a lot of performing.
All right,
you know what I'm saying? So there's certain things that happen on a stage. For instance, I watch artists, right? Okay. They have this issue with forgetting they have a microphone in their hand. All right, or staying on the right side of the stage all the time, or playing with the cord, or keep looking up and down. You're not getting no connection. You're not connecting with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Look at Beyonce. You don't got to look at nobody. She's Beyonce, and she's in their faces. She's connecting with the fans. Right. It's a reason why.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, if you didn't like the music, I want you to love the show. There's so many concerts I've been to where I wasn't necessarily a fan of that artist, but the show was crazy. Yeah. Now I'm bumping that song that I heard over and over again because of the show. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, plus if people, fans, haters, doubters, believers, can see how much you care by how you perform. If you're up there and you look half-assed, you don't know your words, you're out of shape, you stink. Like, these are all things that I've seen when witness happen at somebody's show. Okay. And
some of them don't give a shit about their appearance.
And it's like, okay, now, even if you don't care about your appearance, if you're an artist, you have to care. Like, look bad on purpose.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, make it something.
Okay.
Not match on purpose. Don't look dusty, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, don't look dusty.
Okay.
Not match on purpose. It's like Andre 3000. It was on purpose.
Right.
But he looked like an artist doing everything that he did.
Right.
He didn't look like a homeless guy that had a town.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but that's, they don't care. And it's not just Harrisburg. Nothing I'm saying just only pertains to, this is world, global, you know what I mean? This is a global thing, but it's like, they just care about recording a song.
Okay.
And it's more to it than that. For instance, on the show, I had a throne. I had my own photo machines that shot in the air. Like the next one, I'm building a set. Invest. Take the time.
Like I like how Ra would take his set serious.
Why not?
Like at the one music award joint, he came out like my man from
absolutely.
You know what I'm talking about with the Silence of the Lambs type joint, the doctor dude. Okay. Yeah, like had somebody push him out. Like,
so you about to say invest? That's big.
And I don't want people to misunderstand. I'm not necessarily talking about money.
Right.
I'm talking about effort.
Okay.
Like, building a set may cost you $50, but it may take you 20 hours.
Okay.
Put the 20 hours in. Because when they see your show, and they like, yo, he had. I ain't never seen nobody.
Right.
That's a conversation piece right there.
Right.
They not talking about your music. Yo, he had a.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they had the.
Yeah,
He had the. Oh,
Yeah,
wait, he think. What do you think he?
Yeah,
That's who I think I am.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly who I think I am. You know what I mean?
That's what I knew you was. I was like, yeah, I recognize that, man. That's big with me, man. That is when I see someone that cares about the craft that they're doing, and it's just, and they're not moved by people's opinion.
Not at all.
You know
I was though. What I won't.
I mean, I'm just saying now. I wouldn't have never knew that.
But now
the
it's
person
like,
that you are now, yeah.
And the stuff I use was from local businesses.
Okay.
I rented from local business, and when I say local, I mean like Cousin Kev that got his own throne chair business.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Hit him up. Hey, how much?
Right.
The frog machine. Went down to the pawn shop, rented the junk.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like so. I just like this. Like I said in the beginning, this is where I'm from.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like, why wouldn't I take advantage of performing at HMAC? I only did it at HMAC because Nika and Kev be down there. I could have did it anywhere.
Right.
But I'm like, damn, my folks, they be down there. They putting on down there.
Right.
Matter of fact, let me do it through them. Hey, would y'all mind? What's up?
Yeah.
And they was with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Shami was my DJ.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I big up him. I told him he did a good job.
you know what I'm saying? Like that. Shami puts in a lot of work.
Yeah,
he does.
He does. Yeah.
And the recognition isn't there because his chain ain't shining.
Right.
Yeah. He was my DJ for an open mic I did at Apple, and like, I fell in love with the dude. I'm like, yo, you actually know how to DJ a fucking comedy situation, like, because some people, not everybody asks for intro music, but he'd just kind of read them, and he had to always pick out like the perfect song for somebody. You know what I mean? Like, or if he wanted the music, cool, and then like he interact with me, and we kind of got the build. So shout out to Shami here. Shout out to Shami, man.
Yeah.
You know, but he's
a laid back guy. He's not into
absolutely. And his old heads, air quotes, DJ Smitty, Tech One. You know what I mean? I outsourced to Tech One before Smitty. Shout out DJ BE. You know what I mean? Like so. But I could have went to the popular guy.
Right.
But I know for a fact the popular guy don't care about the music.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's not going to take care of the set the way Shami's going to do it because of me and his relationship.
Right.
Other promoters ain't going to do for me what Nika and Kev did.
Nika goes in.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because they care. And shoot, now let me not even say that because Nika does it even if she doesn't care for you.
Right.
That's who she is. But the fact that she does care for me made it even, you know what I mean? Like, so, and it's like, HMAC showed the city love too. Like, granted, you're not going to make $1 million from my show yet.
Right.
But let me have my show there because they showing let us now.
Right.
They letting the hip hop acts come down. Because I remember when you couldn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they letting us now.
Okay.
So let me go down there and fool with them.
Okay.
And then shout out to the building because they giving us upstairs, downstairs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was in the basement. It's a whole swimming pool in that joint.
Second or third time I heard that.
Yeah, it used to be like a rec center.
Okay.
I've never been in the basement. I've never been upstairs yet.
Yeah, so, you know, so those artists out there, if you want to shoot a video, they got a, swimming pool downstairs. Holla at them.
Yeah, they had me so I especially with Tope, when he tells me something, and he just was like, he kept saying this was weeks before. He was like, "Yo, you hear Ellz? You gotta come to Ellz. You gotta come." I was like, "I'm here." He's like, "No, listen. If you don't come to nothing else, this one you come to." You know, here. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna come. So I was in, and I I sat in the back. So your mom and them was in there. So I just watched and I just watching everybody. And I'm like, just watching the people. I'm like, okay, I see. Okay,
this guy's a big deal.
You know? So as it started, and it was like, it started from here, but then I'm sitting there like. Next you know, I'm sitting for a second. I had to stand up. I don't even do that. It wouldn't matter who it was. I'm gonna sit back and play my part. But I had to get up. I'm like, oh, I gotta move a little bit closer. Now they block me. I can't see. I'm like standing up like I gotta be able to see. So I definitely I was touched in, and even how you brought in the situation for your mom, that part was just like, it was heartfelt. And I was like, yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you a secret, right? About the joint with my mom. So, it's a song on the project called Hell and Back, by the way. But I was practicing, mind you. Now, I practice at least 50 hours.
Okay.
My set.
Okay.
Over and over again at the crib. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in the mirror, full, because a lot of times you can rap your song real low and you do it perfect, and then as soon as you get to jumping, you run out of breath. You're like, what the hell? I just did this right 50 times at the crib. Right. Nah, you didn't. You was whispering at the crib. Right. Now you jumping around, your adrenaline pumping, all that. You know, so I practice it a lot, and every time that song, I got choked up. Right.
Okay.
So I said to myself, let me use it then.
Okay. Because
if it's going to happen,
right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
All right, let me. So I embellished a little bit in the moment, you know what I mean? Because I knew it was, I knew it was coming.
Okay.
So in order for me to control from completely breaking down, let me intentionally.
Okay.
You gotta
go extra. You know what I mean? Let me dive the whole way in so that I can still stay in character. Because I'm Mr.Ellz on stage right now. I can't turn into Derek right now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, all right, and then because the song after this, we turning back up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I knew that moment was happening, so I let the moment happen.
Okay.
Instead of pushing past it.
Okay.
And exactly what the reaction was is what I thought.
Yeah.
Crowd connection with it, like, you know, that's going so sweet, blah, blah, blah. That's exactly what I wanted to happen now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I also wanted my mom to feel the love in that particular moment. You know what I mean?
I think that won me. Yeah.
And the emotion was real. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it was like I was still like,
yeah.
You know what I mean, in character, because it's the show. You know what I mean? So it was like and then once I saw people connect to that moment, I knew for a fact that no matter what songs was next, the rest of the show was cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Y'all like me now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you didn't like me, you like me as a human being.
Yeah. I'm
human right now. I'm not. Oh, you do music too? No, I'm not him now to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So but I still can't perform that song without you know what I mean, a little bit of, because it's real. It's, you know what I mean? Like I see my mom go through a lot, and God bless me with cognitive understanding, and I've been able to understand for a long time, and it was like I took it as my burden, like me going to even Mill Hershey. It wasn't because I thought it was an opportunity, it was because she was going through shit. So I was like, man, if I go here, she ain't got to worry about me right now. You know what I mean? Like
at all.
Like I'm cool.
Yeah, you said.
You know what I mean? I'm safe.
Even after high school, right? They pay for you to go to college, right?
Absolutely. You know what I mean? And this is I went in 6th grade, so this is how I was thinking in 6th grade. You know what I mean? So I'm like, she's battling shit. And me being here is making it worse. Not saying that was true, but that's how my mind was working.
Right.
And I wanted to get away.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't even a thought. She asked me did I want to go, and I said, "Do you get to stay there?" And she said, "Yeah." Well, yeah, I want to go.
The good thing is technically you right up the street.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like worst case, I was home every weekend if necessary. You know what I mean. But it got to the point where I didn't want to come home no more.
See you once a month for once every.
Yeah, like
once in the summer.
What's the purpose of me coming home right now? Like ain't nothing happening.
Mm-hmm.
The people
take me back up the street.
Yeah, they going to be exactly where they at when I come back when I'm done with all of this.
Right, yeah.
And sure enough, they're exactly where they're at. You know what I mean. It may have shifted a little bit, but that decision, man, that led me to do a lot of other things though, like impulsive decisions that led to some of the greatest things I've done in my life, and the worst too. But joined the military, bro. We was in the crib.
Yeah, how that?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so this is when I wanted to be a thug, right? I thought I was going to be a thug. My dad was a thug, so I'm like, oh yeah.
During your college years?
This is right after college. Like my freshman year, after my freshman year, and then I was a year out. You know what I mean? So I'm thug. I'm some drugs. I got dirty guns. You know what I mean? I'm showing my gun to everybody because I'm tough. You know what I mean?
Tough.
I'm not fucking tough, man. I'm dumb as hell right there. You know what I mean?
With a college education.
But with the more all type of. But I'm trying to be like the niggas who don't got shit.
Right.
But so me and my homie, we in the crib smoking Reggie. You know, this is during the Reggie times. Like we about on the 9th Reggie blunt too, headaches and everything. We ain't care. We Philly,
hustle big,
strawberry Phillies. You know what I mean? that damn commercial came on. The "We Want You" shit, bro. I swear to God. So we sitting there and we smoking, and I'm doing some extracurricular, and he got the joint. They coming out the water.
At least one of the Everest commercials.
The paint, and they got the paint on the joint, and it's dark, and the fucking night vision going off, and explosions. I'm like, yo. And the nigga was like, "We want you." It's like, me?
High as shit.
High than a motherfucker. You, me? So my brother's sitting there, and I'm looking at him, right? He looking at me, I'm looking at him, like, yo, what we doing right now? He like, shit, smoking, nigga. I said, nah, like, what we doing? Like, what we doing, right? Like, we go outside, we sell a little something, we come back in, we go back out, we, like, what are we doing, bro?
Right.
Like, shit, I don't know. Like, yo, we should join the army. Nigga was like, what? I said, bro, we should join the army. He was like, fuck it, let's do it.
Your brother was down?
Next day we went down to match.
Shit.
We signed the we went to the dude, the recruiter. This is how the army is, though. I'm gonna tell you something. So the recruiter, right? He come to the. I lived on Curtin Street at the time, uptown, and come to the crib, and he sits down. He said, "So, let me just get this out. Y'all smoke weed?" I said, "Yeah, man. We smoke." He said, "All right. So this is what we gonna do. I need you to drink a gallon of water before your test." This is what he said. He didn't tell me to stop smoking, and he'll come back in a month. He said, "Drink a gallon of water before your test this Friday." So you gonna teach me how to dilute my piss? And all right. Needless to say, 2 months later, I was in the army. Okay. 6 months after that, I was in Germany.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after boot camp, you got sent to Germany.
Yeah, I went to basic in Kentucky.
Got you. Okay.
And then I did my schooling in Aberdeen, Maryland.
Okay.
And came home for 2 weeks, and then I was out in Germany for 2 years.
Okay.
And it was lit.
A good experience.
Oh man.
It was crazy. Yeah.
I love you, baby. But yeah, it was you know.
Okay.
I had to tell wifey, you know, I love it because
Yeah.
Germany was a different time. It was before her though, but yeah, it was fun. I had a lot of fun there, man. A lot of drinking, a lot of other stuff.
Right.
I got this thing called the Autobahn, which is amazing for a 19-year-old kid. No speed limit.
Oh.
6-7 lanes on the highway. Impeccable roads, like not Harrisburg, Forester streets. I'm talking about
3rd Street a couple years ago.
Yeah, these joints are like this table.
Okay.
When you drive, it's a
Oh, okay.
120, 130, easy. You ain't getting no tickets.
And there's less accidents when you're going fast.
But that's first of all, they drive a lot more careful, you know,
Okay.
over there. Like people, their driving courses are a lot. It ain't drive around the block and then park.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's a lot of hours. I think it's like 60 hours
Okay.
that you gotta put in in like schooling type shit.
On the other side of the car.
Right?
Yeah.
On the right side.
Yeah. No, not Germany's.
Okay.
Yeah. That's in
England?
UK. Yeah.
Right.
UK is that, but that's weird too though.
Okay.
I went to UK a couple times, and being on that, it's like
Okay.
The right side of the car on the left side of the road. Like,
your equilibrium.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
you make the turn and you kind of feel. Matter of fact, you ever drove a forklift before?
I drove a Pettibone, but not a forklift.
All right, so you know how the ass in. You gotta remember the ass in when you're making turns, right? You said you drove a
A
what?
Pettibone. Not. I never drove a forklift.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'm trying to think of a flatbed truck.
Pickup
truck. Yeah. All right. So you know when you have a pickup truck and one that may have an extended bed, right?
Okay.
You turn. You can't turn.
Right.
How you know? That's damn near how you got to turn on the opposite side. Because we're so used to.
Right.
So
When you turn that way, the tail moves that way.
and you kind of go wide just a little bit when you make your right turns. Because I drove over the curb. Trying to make the turn.
Okay.
Took that motherfucker short.
Okay. So before we wrap,
This is one of the ones you gonna have to come back, bro.
Yeah, I do want to ask you. So I will let you. Where do you see? What is your plans for 2020? Where are you headed? If you mind sharing, like.
Honestly, life is always first, right?
Okay.
Music is like fifth. Entertainment is like fifth, right? So as long as life is good and moving forward, just got a new house.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But with that, just totaled my car. My car got totaled. I got in an accident. You know, I could be bitching, but I got a new crib. You know what I'm saying? So my goal really is to just continue to be better inside.
Okay.
Everything else gonna take care of itself.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, what I can't control is people buying my music. What I can't control is people booking studio time. What I can control is how I respond to stuff, how I feel, you know.
Okay.
And it seems like the better I am with myself, and how much more I love myself, how much in love with myself I become, the more okay I'm with whatever.
Yeah.
Not in a negative way, like, oh, whatever, but it's like,
self-love. Yeah.
life is how it goes, how I go.
Right.
My kids is cool, wifey cool,
Right.
my friends is cool.
Right.
I'm cool.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Granted, there's stuff I want to do. You know, I would love to go to Brazil tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I would love to, but I'm going to be home watching the playoffs.
Right.
My kids is going to be in the house. My son's going to be crying. My son's going to be playing the game. My daughter's going to be getting on my nerves. Wifey's going to be watching Love and Hip Hop, and we're going to be happy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I just want more of the same, more musically. I would like to, you know, at least get 100 more fans. You know, I'm not going to be 80,000 people this year. Nah. If I can reach 100 new people, new ears this year, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? And then 100 more and keep doing another show this year too.
Okay, I believe it.
Yeah, this one, yeah. Hopefully I do the upstairs this time.
Okay.
Bring some more people in.
You can tell, I'll let you tell people the platforms and where they can find your music, where they can find you. So, you know.
I mean, whatever service you use for music, whether it be Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, Tidal.
You on Pandora too?
Yeah,
that's a big deal. To me, that's a big deal. I like that.
I have a Pandora station,
Yeah,
so if you're ever
That's
on
fucking
Pandora, just
what's
type
up.
in Mr.Ellz Pandora. Yeah, you know what I mean? So,
That's
I mean,
beautiful.
it's a lot of things, Jeff, that, you know, but it's, I don't,
You're so modest. You're a modest dude.
Because I wasn't modest about shit that didn't matter, right? I used to brag about shit that didn't matter.
Right.
But now it's like the stuff that does, I don't gotta,
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is. Like, low key, one of the first with the royalty check, besides Windchill. I'd say Windchill probably was the first one, but, you know, I showed a couple people how to get a couple dollars from music, you know what I mean? And it's like, just don't worry about people's opinion. If you feel that it's cool and you're not hurting nobody, do it.
Yeah, do you? Yeah.
If it ain't affecting nobody negatively, just do it, bro. Don't let people project their fears on you, man.
Yes.
Like, you're not gonna get nowhere listening to people who scared to do what they want to do, telling you not to do what you want to do.
That's why I was like, I like this guy. I can do
I mean, like, it's too much. I've been a lot of places, man, and people doubt you in every race. People doubt you in every language. You know what I mean? People don't believe in you everywhere.
Right.
So this idea of Harrisburg, when you continue to blame Harrisburg, you're not going to grow.
Right.
In your mind, Harrisburg's the problem.
Right.
No, it's you.
Right.
Grow up. Everybody ain't going to like you.
Yes.
Everybody's not going to want to be around you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And the people you want to be around you ain't going to want to be around you.
Right. Right.
Meanwhile, you got 30 people that love you.
Right.
But you like, nah, I want Jim Jones to be my best friend.
Yeah.
He's not your best friend now. Don't nobody want to be my best friend. Nigga, it's 30 people over here
Right.
willing to do whatever for you.
Yeah.
So, you know, appreciate what you got.
Yeah. Ride
Don't
with-
envy what you don't.
Ride with who rides with you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because it's rare, man. It's rare. Life is so short. And you'll waste a lot of time chasing people who don't want to be around you. And you'll be pushing people who love you dearly away. You know what I mean? Don't be that guy or woman.
Yeah. What's up, man?
I got a question.
Go ahead.
I was thinking about this earlier this week, and I was like, I'm going to ask this on the podcast. Now, we all are into the fields that we're into. We do what we do. But I wanted to ask, for the sake of conversation, like, if you weren't doing what you're doing now, you fitness, you music, me, kind of drywall and comedy or whatever, or construction and comedy, whatever, like what we do. Is there anything that's ever crossed your mind, like, if I wasn't doing this, I'd probably want to do or would do this? So I'm going to go first. Like, if I wouldn't have did anything in my past, which I'm okay with my past, I'm okay with where I'm going, what I'm doing. Like, I would have probably, after high school, probably, like, went to culinary arts school and went, like, balls deep into being a chef. So that's, like, what I think about that. Like, oh, if I didn't do none of this, maybe I would have been a fucking chef. But, like, Y'all ever had these thoughts, or is there anything you do different, or
Wrestling coach.
you wrestle too?
Yeah, I'm nice at wrestling.
I was a JV All-Star, bro.
13th in the state.
That's what's up.
160 in 2001. I made Central Pennsylvania
Good
Athletic Hall of
shit.
Fame for wrestling. Yeah, that was pretty good, man. Yeah. So wrestling coach would definitely be it.
I knew it. I was like, yo, he pulled me in like Damien one day. This is solid. I was like, yeah, I knew it was something though, because he was like, okay, he's solid. If it was football or something,
Yeah.
Like
I played football,
and
I'm pretty good at football, but wrestling I was amazing.
I loved wrestling more than football, yo.
I was amazing at wrestling, man. That sport showed me so much about myself.
Yep.
You know, I was in a lot of places where my color wasn't like wrestling's not a brother sport.
My son wrestles.
It's not and the better you get, the further the tournaments get, in the places where we ain't at, bro.
Yeah.
Boiling Springs, Northern.
Yeah, that's where he went.
But Juniata, so it was a lot of times where I was the only black guy, and just because they not sitting there with pitchforks, like you could feel certain things, and mind you, I'm a teenager. I'm 13, 14, 15, 16. So, though I don't talk about, even outside of like the podcast thing, but even in life, like I don't talk, but that was tough to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then still
If you were good too.
We went up Biglerville, right? It was a guy named Drew Bordosser. He was ranked 3rd in the state at the time. So my school was behind me. Like at this time, I'm pretty good. So they like, yo, make sure you go out there whooping. But we going there. It was just us. We had 22 people, and then my mom came. So it's just one black woman sitting in the stands, and I win. I freaking win.
Ready to light that bitch on fire.
She tells me she was out there, you know, after the match, she's outside, and this group of white folks came up to her. She was like, Derek, I was so scared. I didn't know what to do. And it was like, hey, are you such and such? Man, he did it good. And they embraced her. And it was in that moment where it was like, the fact that she had to think about what's about to happen. Like, that's the environment we were in. You know what I mean? People could pass it off like, oh, wasn't that big?
Paul
the fact that
Myra
she,
and all them type places. I know. I've been to a couple of tournaments.
Brandywine Heights,
Yeah.
fucking Newport. Like,
Right.
it's not a lot of us.
Right.
Like Camp Hill, CD, like that. You know what I mean? It's different.
Those matches, you don't have that. I didn't
Not
have
at
that
all.
going through my mind, those matches.
But I'm out Junior Susquehanna, man.
Yeah,
Like,
Susquehanna, yeah.
man, it's not. This ain't. Mm-mm. And I was winning. Like that, they ain't like that. But then, you know, once you, after a while, people kind of ignore that and appreciate what it is that you're doing, you know. So, shout out to the wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Milton Hershey.
I don't know what I'll be doing. I would say porn, but
Brown chicken.
so but,
Hey, man, something.
yeah, I don't know. I just say that I just like learning.
He meant that.
Porn, what the fuck? I'm so you know, I don't know. I'm just so fitness like I couldn't see myself doing that.
But when I came up with that in my mind, I was hoping homie would answer. But in my mind, I'm like, Bishop gonna say, I wouldn't do shit different. I'm doing what I'm doing now. This is my life.
Whatever. You do how somewhere in here.
So you don't got like that one little love, like fucking crocheting or some shit.
Nah,
or cutting hair. I cut hair too.
I like cut hair. I cut hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like cut hair, but that's what my brothers. I don't know, man. I like advanced stuff, doing stuff. I don't know.
Dancing. You might.
Yeah, I like dancing. I probably choreography. I like doing that type of stuff still. I like videos. I like doing stuff with videos, art, music. I used to do music.
You just got pride a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, so, you know.
You just got pride.
Come on, give me something.
So we gonna wrap this up.
No, you gotta bring you back, man.
Yeah.
I feel like we talked about it a lot, but we ain't even really.
Yeah.
We just scraped the surface.
surface.
Yeah.
So we thank all your listeners, and make sure y'all go check out, follow, like, share, comment like you always do. We definitely appreciate y'all, you know, and give it a listen. You won't like it. You know I wouldn't tell you that.
And I'll be one of your 100. I'm gonna check you out, man.
Yeah.
I work out too, so.
Thanks, man.
So, and we appreciate y'all, and we gonna holler. Have a good weekend. All right, peace.
Peace.